What is up, you guys? It is your girl China, aka China Wana. Welcome to my castle. Today we're gonna be seeing who is your secret enemy, okay? And this is a pick a card, so of course you gotta pick a card. So for group one, we have Tell It Like It Is. Group two, we have Hope on the Horizon. And group three, we have Manifesting Magic. Okay, so you guys are going to take a moment to pick your card, and then once you do, you're going to go to your personal video. It's in the description, and it's also in the end cards, and it's going to be group 1, 2, or 3. Okay, and I will see you there. What is up, my group 3s? If you guys chose Manifesting Magic, then congratulations, you have found your group. Okay, so we're just going to get right into who your secret enemy is. And with that being said, it's time to get read. So we have the Fool here, clarified by the Awakening. So this is somebody that, for some of you, I was thinking like, is this yourself? Like, are you guys your own enemy? But then it gave no. So, well, yes, for some of you, but that's not the point. So this is somebody that you all connected with, like, at another level, like a spiritual kind of connection. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're probably like a really spiritual person. So this is somebody you all just really connected with, like from a heart space. Okay. This is somebody that you consider, like, some of you all might be witches of some sort, or just people that, you know, do the old school remedies, like you might do saging or with the incense, or even when it comes to you in the kitchen, you might do a lot of things, you know, special recipes. You might do stuff with like the herbs and everything. So yeah, but this is somebody you consider to be like a protege almost. This is somebody who you see great potential in because they have, like, I don't know, it's like you see something in them that they definitely don't see in themselves, and it's like you teach them a lot of your remedies and they're so eager to learn. And then we have the Three of Inspiration, and we have Temperance. This is somebody, like, I don't know, this is a person that seems so alike, like you seem so similar to, like, you both are very ethereal, you're both very radiant, and you know, have just this very bright light, bright energy around you coming from within you. But there's like a heavy sense of sabotage. And even in this card, I didn't notice before, but this card has like a journal open with candles around it. So you're definitely the type that's like, you manifest a lot of things. You, like I said, you might do things with herbs, and even if you don't, it's just like a power of the mind thing for you. And then we have the Four of Inspiration. Is this giving coven vibes or no? Or is that just me? Anyways, clarified by the Two of Materials. So even, like I said, even if you're not as far as calling yourself or labeling yourself as a witch, you don't have to, of course. This is somebody that definitely is either learning from you or nah. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's where it goes sour. So this is somebody that you thought, or you still think, knows just as much as you, is definitely on the same wavelength as you. And this could be 4 of you in your group, or 4 like people of your tribe, we'll call it. But this is just one person out of them who is, I don't want to say they're completely a fraud, because it's like they have more, their self-esteem is very, very low. So they have imposter syndrome, even though they do probably know a lot about, you know, manifesting, a lot of the metaphysical things. They might know a lot about the esoteric stuff, but in their mind, they're a fraud, okay? And also, they identify too closely with you. That's actually probably why it felt like so like this, like a, not even a mirror, but just like twins kind of thing. So they have a hard time identifying with themselves, so they identify with other people, okay? Let's look at the bottom of the deck here. We have the Six of Inspiration, and we have the Seven of Voices. Okay, so yeah, so this person outwardly seems very confident, seems like they are in the know, but when it comes down to it, they are very shady, very nasty, but it's because their self-esteem is very, very low. They don't know who they are, and they don't like who they are. So they try to steal other people's identities. And I'm getting, especially with the Fool here, that this person does not know, like, consciously what they're doing. They might have an inkling. Like, of course, if you're in, you know, the spiritual community, you definitely get signs like, hey, what you're doing is wrong, stop. But in their mind, they attribute it to like every other thing that's going on in their life. So they're like, no, you know, like, I'm not the problem, basically. Like, of course there's things I need to do, but it has nothing to do with trying not to be like everybody else, you know? But the main thing is you. So they're your secret enemy because you are their main muse for their personality. So a lot of people might even say absentmindedly, like, oh, you all are so much alike, or like, y'all really remind me of each other. Or you all might call each other twins jokingly, or other people might. But regardless of that stuff, like, it's really not a game. Like, this person seriously, like, wants everything you have, wants to be everything that you are. And yes, they take small things from other people too, but like I said, you are their main person. Like, okay, let's look at some oracle. We have Stormy. Yeah, this person has like a really, really dark energy around them. Super dark. They're an energy leech, like a parasite. So this is definitely, if you all don't know or didn't realize it already. But for me, it kind of feels like you all are starting to realize that, and it's because of the things that aren't so cute to you anymore, where they'll take ideas and act like they made it up, or steal recipes from you, like, or things that you've told them, what's the word? In confidence, right? Am I stupid? Things that you've told them secretly, like it was supposed to be just between the two of you, they've went and told other people, or they've adopted into their own personality and act like it came from them, or they acted like they went through that, you know what I mean? So you're starting to be like, yo, something is not right. And you all are non-confrontational people, so once you've confronted this person about some of the weird things that they've done, they kind of just try to gaslight you into believing like you're delusional. Like, they'd be like, oh no, like, I didn't do that. Why would I do that to you? Like, does that seem like something I would do? That is not even an ideal that I have in my mind. Like, that's not even what I'm about. Like, that kind of and then we have be authentic. How ironic. And that's kind of what, wow. And they're even holding a lot of the masks. And that's kind of what throws you and a lot of other people off of their scent, because besides the fact that this person doesn't really know, or it's more like they don't think what they're doing is wrong, basically. But yeah, so it's like, that's what those people often throws you off, is the fact that they are so like, oh yeah, just be yourself. Like, they're so accepting of like everything, probably more stuff than you are accepting about, and they're just such a safe space, and they're so easy to talk to. And it's like, yeah, they've created this persona to be easy to talk to so that they can take all of like what makes you you, they can take that onto themselves, basically. And then we have take action. So for some of you who are deeper into the spiritual community, and like I said, might be witches or whatever the case may be, if you don't want to label yourself as that, that's fine too. For some of you, this person even will go as far as to do like try to do like hexes on you, or just do weird spells on you. And some of you actually do notice, like, you'll be like, my energy feels like it's being tampered with. Weird. Like, who would try to do that? Aside from your main like tribe, like your main friends, your family, you all aren't that social. You don't really do too much. You stick to yourselves, you manifest, you journal, like, you know, stuff like that. But so when you feel your energy is being tampered with, you're kind of like, who in the world would want to hex me? Who would want to mess with me? Who would want to put a spell on me? Like, and a lot of you have even done like cord cutting rituals before, trying to figure out like, or have gone to other people, like psychics or tarot readers, or some of you have even yourself done your own tarot readings and things to try and figure out like who it is, like why are they messing with you, what do they want. And it's like, because in your mind you never would even think it's somebody in your own circle, you like kind of didn't get the results that you wanted, or like it wasn't very informative because you're like, I don't know who this person is. Who this person that they're describing is like nobody that I know of. But it's like, yes, it is indeed somebody that you know of. And funnily enough, you might have actually gone to this person before to do the cord cutting, or you might have told them like, yeah, you know, I just get this weird feeling that somebody is trying to like mess with me. Like, I can't really describe it, but you know, like, you understand, like, so yeah, that kind of thing. And then we have, I hope you'll wait for me. The one thing I can say is this person does think very highly of you. I mean, obviously you wouldn't try to steal a personality if you didn't like it. But they do think very highly of you. The only thing is, they feel like that you're so far in front of them when it comes to everything. So they might be particularly obsessed with one topic, something that you can do, but it's all because of how highly you think of yourself and how much you believe the world will work for you, especially if you do the work you need to do. But this person doesn't quite get it, and they're not authentic to themselves, so they can't manifest the things that they want to themselves, you know? The universe is like, you know, that stuff is not yours. It's not for you, so you can't have it. Duh. So they're probably particularly obsessed about this one thing that they keep asking you how to do it, to the point where they've probably even accused you of like lying about it, or accused you of holding back or having secrets. They're like, you know, what are you really doing? Like, you keep telling me to do this and I tried it, but it didn't work. And you're just like, well, then it just ain't gonna work for you. Figure it out. Like, hello? And then you have, you are wrong. And that's the like energy I got from it, especially if you all have confronted this person on some instances about things that they've done or said that was weird to you. They'll instantly shut it down and be like, no, like, I would never do that. Like, you're wrong. Like, that's not the case at all. And they'll try to like flip the whole story, not necessarily flip it on you, but flip it in a way that you will be like, oh, you know, it really does make more sense. Because it probably does. Because who in their mind would think, oh, somebody that's in my circle is trying to be me. They're trying to steal who I am and still, like, you know, that kind of thing. Like, who would think that? That's not the most logical explanation most of the time. So whatever story they come up with, most of the time you're like, oh, okay, well, you know, that makes sense. And then we have, I dream about you a lot, too much. So with take action, they also try to come into your dreams and all kinds of weird things. Y'all, this person is really nasty. So it's just, this person, like, you probably get really tired of being around, but you're so sweet and nice that you don't want to say anything. It's that, and the fact that you are not 100% on if they're the problem. You know what I mean? And then on the bottom of the deck, we have decluttering. And what really sold it for me, your tribe, your vibe. And see how in this one it was the 4 of inspiration. So this tarot card is the 4. So it has 4 of them. And then on this one, there's only 3. So which one is the odd one out, basically? And you, in your mind, this person fits right in with you all, but they really don't. And if you ever hung out without this person, you might have seen a glimpse of how nasty they can really be, or how nasty they can really get, as far as the questions they'll ask, the things that they'll say. And it might be little stuff like, oh, yeah, I saw you guys went out. Yeah, that outfit so-and-so was wearing, I just was like, why would they ever wear that? You know, like that kind of thing. Like catty little messy things. And to you, you're like, oh, we're just girls, so, you know. But not that you all don't shut it down, but a lot of the little things are easy to, you know, just be like, oh, whatever. Like, not that big of a deal. And then on the bottom of this deck, we have you make me want to do bad things. I think these cards may be flipped. And then we have, so with you make me want to do bad things, literally, like I was saying, messing with your energy, or even like physically sabotaging things for you. And I get that from the 3 of inspiration too, because they seem like they're really patient and really just, you know, light like people, but really they're sabotaging you the whole time. So if you're working on projects, it's like they'll plant little seeds to sabotage you. And they'll be like, oh, you know, yeah, I think you could do better though. I think you can do better. Like, where it's disguised as support and motivation just to throw you off of your path. Like, they'll be like, oh, you can do better though. You can go further. And you're just like, you know what? Yeah, yes, I can. And it's the whole time you did good. Like, you did your best in that moment. And it's time for you to move on to your next thing or whatever the case. But you will spend all this long amount of time on one thing because this person close to you told you that it can be better, that it's not good enough. But they don't say it like, oh, it's not good enough. They say it like, oh, you can do better. Like playing mind games, basically. And then we have no. Sometimes you all will ask, like, just ask, like, hey, are you messing with me? But you'll be directing it towards this person, and they'll be like, no, like, I'm not, like, but I'm saying, like, a spiritual type of thing. If you know, you know, like, when you actively feel it, or you feel something just, like, weighing on you, you'll kind of be like, their name might pop up in your brain, or your mind's eye, whatever you want to call it, or their face, or something to just their smell, something to remind you of them. And you'll kind of be like, hey, are you messing with me right now? Like, what's going on? What do you want? And they're just like, no, like, it's not me. Like, I don't want anything. Like, and like I said, these are a lot of things you are able to brush off to the side and be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. And it's a big deal. Like, this person is not a good person. And what the worst part about it is they don't know who they are. And when they do kind of get a glimpse of who they are, they hate it. So naturally, like, they will want to keep a hold on you. They will want to isolate you from other people eventually. And that's also why they will get so mad if you hang out. Even if it's not your whole friend group without that one person, even if you're just hanging out with one of your other friends, they will turn into a completely different person. You'll see a completely different side of them, and they'll just feel so hurt, and you'll be like, oh, you know, it's okay, like, we didn't mean to leave you out, I didn't think you want to come, or it was a last minute thing. you know, but this person will literally just flip out, and that's how you will know that this person is really an energy leech. They don't want, because that, and even if, whether this is true or not, this person thinks that you and your other friends talk about them. Like, they think that you gossip about them when they're not around, and that's why they constantly want to be involved, because they got to make sure that none of your other friends are telling you little stuff in your ear like how they do you. So yeah, I hope you find out who your secret enemy is. I hope this solved the mystery. You need to get on that fast. Do that tarot again, girl. Do it again. Do that cord cutting again. Because, yeah, you need to break it off like a Kit Kat. I'm just playing. But that is all that I have for you today, my group 3s. If you're going to pick another pile, I will see you there. If not, like if you want to, comment if you want to, subscribe if you want to, maybe even share. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.